Hi, I'm Craig Jones.
And I'm Devin Jones.
And we are a father-son review team, and today we are going to review the long-awaited Avengers Endgame. We're a little late on this one. We realize that. We're sorry, but we were really busy last month. I mean, we saw it a week ago.
Yes, we were.
But we've been busy for the last few months. We actually made a short film, and we put it into a competition, and we won. Ta-da! Look at this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait.
Are we upside down?
No, we gotta bring it down. Wait.
Okay.
Yeah.
I can't tell. Hey, look at us.
Yeah.
We are award-winning filmmakers again.
Wait. Yeah.
All right. Our other $2,500, y'all.
Yeah. We still broke.
Yeah, we're still broke. Yeah, it's all been spent. But yeah, that's our second time winning an award, 2 years in a row.
Last year we got second. This is first.
The film is called Last Rite. It's kind of an adult themed movie, so we're really not going to put it on this channel, but it is out there on the internet, and maybe we'll link to it someday. I don't know.
I mean, you could just put a link in the bio for not bio.
Well, we could.
You know what I'm saying?
We might. And nobody wants to hear about our little short film and our win.
But I'm just saying, like short parents guide. Parents, just watch it before you show your kids. You might not.
If you watch Last Rite, watch it before you show your kids. Our little film that we made. Okay, nobody cares about that though, right there. They want to hear us talk about.
That
Nice, I'm sure. Oh, dang! Come on, man.
I was just eating sandwich.
Oh, dang. Oh, it's gross. How can you stand that, man?
It went that way.
I swear I got the most flatulent kid in the universe. All right. No one cares about our win or your flatulence.
Yeah.
People want to hear about what we thought of the movie.
Endgame.
And since we're a week late, we're going to go ahead and have a spoiler review here.
Yeah,
But
so, I mean, like, full on. If you haven't seen it, don't watch this video.
Right. Well, yeah, but listen, shut up. We always do a parent's guide the first thing. So I'm going to do a parent's guide. That won't have spoilers in it. But then after we're done with the parent's guide, we're going to go ahead and spoil the movie. Yeah. All right? So let me talk to parents. Parents, Avengers Endgame is a PG-13 rated superhero movie. It's pretty violent. The last third of it is violent. The first 2/3 really aren't that violent. It is a very slow movie. So if you have little kids, you might not want to take them to the theater to see this one if you're one of the few people that hasn't already gone to see the movie. There are some deaths in the movie. There are some people, if your kids have been watching the Marvel movies for years, there are some Marvel characters that have been around for a long time that do die in the movie. And it is very sad. You know, when we were in the theater, like grown men sitting there crying their eyes out over this stuff. It's very sad because it's done very well. It's a very well-made movie. It's very emotional. The violence is just kicking and punching, computer-generated things, so it's not, the violence is fine. Well, there is a decapitation.
There is.
Someone does get their head cut off, and it's pretty brutal. I guess the violence is pretty brutal in this one. Yeah, it is. It's kind of. It's not R-rated, but it's brutal.
When the dude gets his head cut off, it's not. Like, you don't see it. You just see.
No, he kind of.
I mean, you do.
Sort
but
of.
like you see a blade swing, and then you just see you don't really see the head really like go flying off. I mean,
right.
Kind of like for like a single frame, you see the head
but
fall.
it's enough.
Then later you see the head like kind of roll.
And it comes out of nowhere. There's no warning for it either.
Yeah,
it's
just
like,
whoa.
But so, I mean, if you don't want your kids seeing a decapitation, then don't take them to see the movie. And if you think they may be feel some kind of way about seeing one of their favorite characters pass away, possibly get killed, maybe you should watch it first. That's what I would say.
Yeah.
Because when I saw it, there was a little kid about probably, I'm guessing 5 or 6. She was in the theater with us. It was 11 o'clock at night. I'm surprised they took her out to see it. She was really upset. She was like, "I don't want them to die. I don't want them to die." I mean, and that kind of made us in the row start crying because this little kid was like really upset. So you know your kid, but you know, parental guidance is suggested.
Yeah.
So I would, if you have little kids, I would see the film first. I'd say 10 and up, you're fine though. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, like,
if they don't get bored easy, because it is pretty slow.
I was fine.
You're not 10.
I know, but I'm saying, like,
you're not 5 years old.
I think I would have been fine watching this when I was 10 because it's intriguing.
10, but I mean, 5, maybe depends on the kid.
It's intriguing. Like,
all right,
there's discoveries being made.
That was the parents' part.
One thing, there's like,
I want to get to the movie. Come on.
I know, but it's important. The parents gotta know.
Okay, go ahead.
So like, there's like a bit of swearing.
They're swearing, yes.
Yeah.
The S word mainly.
Yeah.
They're swearing. There's a lot of swearing. The A word was funny.
Yeah.
Okay, other than that, that is the end of the parent section. Now, spoilers. We're just going to talk about the movie like you've seen it, okay? So, what'd you think of the movie?
It's worth the wait from Infinity War. I keep calling them each other, but yeah.
Infinity War to this one. It was worth the wait, you say?
I say it was
a long wait, too, man. You'd be like, hey, what happens? You know?
But it was cool.
I was one of them fools, though. I was like, if they had ended the Marvel Universe with Infinity War, I'd have thought, man, that's ballsy. That's cool.
I mean, like, on one hand, yeah, but on the other, no.
I was good, man. But I like the movie. I'm glad they, finished it. Yeah, I really did like the movie. It is long, though, man. The first 2 hours of that movie just creep along, man. It's very slow.
I didn't even notice it was 3 hours. Like,
I noticed it was 3 hours. I was like, dang, man, this is like.
No, it felt like.
It's
2 hours.
It's not bad. It's not bad. It's always good, but
Yeah.
I did like that they got into the characters, though. I mean, they really fleshed out the characters. It wasn't just a superhero movie where everybody was punching things.
Yeah.
The last act of it is, but it's still good.
But I mean, it's awesome.
Yeah, it was awesome.
Especially at the end.
Yeah, it was a good movie.
It was all,
right. How'd you feel about the deaths?
I mean, nobody really dies, but I mean, like,
you didn't have any kind of emotions at all?
I mean, I was like, well, that sucks, because am I allowed to say the name of who dies?
We're spoiling now. Yeah, that's fine.
So, yeah. Your boy Iron Man goes bye-bye.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I didn't feel a whole lot with that one.
I mean,
I was like, his contract's up. He's done.
Well, I mean, Black Widow. I don't care about Black Widow.
Dude, I cared about Black Widow because I wanted to see a solo movie with her, man. I like that character. They never really did her justice, man. She was always just second fiddle.
Yeah.
So now Captain Marvel's going to be the one that gets her own movies, and she's not that interesting to me.
Yeah.
I liked we covered that in our video of our review of Captain Marvel. He liked it, I didn't. He sort of liked it. But the Black Widow movie, we talked about that in that review. I would like to see a Black Widow movie.
Yeah.
Just a spy movie, just
one.
a low budget spy movie where
even though she fell to her death, they can still make one.
Yeah. What do you think about how that surprised you when Thanos got decapitated at the beginning of the movie?
Yeah, but I mean, it was funny. You're like,
it's like, dang.
Yeah,
it just went for it, man. And I like how Thanos, he almost, when they went to find him in the beginning, he almost looked kind of decrepit, man.
He was just like, whatever.
Like he got what he wanted. Now what's he gonna do? He's just gonna be a gardener wearing a little ratty ass T-shirt.
One thing I said one thing I was thinking, I was like, this boy looked like Shrek.
He looked like Shrek.
I mean, like, he's walking around in his swamp. He's wearing the shirt. How can you not draw the similarities here, people? It's Shrek.
He didn't look like Shrek to me, man. Nah, he wasn't Shrek. He looked just like a dude that got the day off work, hanging out in an old ratty T-shirt, doing some housework. That's what he looked like to me. But
eating eyeballs.
Right, and it was cool. I thought it was cool that Hawkeye was in this film because he really wasn't in the last one.
Yeah, I don't really like Hawkeye.
You know what? I like Hawkeye.
It's like he's cool, but then I don't care about him.
You know why? Because they never really give him that much to do, man. I liked how he was with his family, and that was kind of sad.
Hawkeye was.
But the one thing about Hawkeye that was crazy is that he just he's going to different cities and just killing.
Yeah.
He's just finding the drug dealers and finding the violent people, the criminals in the city, and just killing them. And that's his life. He's just going and killing bad guys. Yeah. But he's sporting this fresh bald fade on his haircut. So it's like, what's he? It's like, he's like this badass killing people and making sure he's going to the barbershop to get his fade hooked up.
And one thing is that it doesn't look good.
But I mean,
just saying.
It looked okay, but for a white boy fade, it looked good. But it's just, I just picture him going, like, working his way up to the top criminals. Like, okay, you tell me where the top criminal is, but where can I get this fade hooked up right quick?
It's like, where is she? Oh crap, it's 3. I gotta go meet my barber real quick.
Yeah,
I'll be back. You stay right there.
I gotta get faded real quick. But that's a minor gripe.
Yeah, that doesn't really matter.
But so I was like, dude, where you get that fade at? How you gonna be a hardcore criminal? Making appointments to get faded.
Yeah,
It's just not gonna happen.
maybe he does it himself. Sits in there like,
Maybe,
yeah.
but that was a dope fade, man. It's like this fade right here, but even a little bit better.
Oh yeah, hair.
Yeah, but anyway,
So, what was your favorite part about this movie?
my favorite part in the movie, the whole movie,
Yeah.
it would have to be, which is I think one of the best moments of any movie in cinematic history, was when Captain America caught that hammer. The whole place erupted, and admittedly, I wasn't like crying through the movie like a lot of people were around me. That made me shed a tear when the hammer came and flew into his hand. He was like, ugh. I was like, "That's my boy. That's my boy."
You see his hand stick out.
Dude, the theater, because I saw it on the opening night, the theater erupted, man. It was just that was one of the best moments I've ever had in a movie theater. Was that moment?
It was awesome.
Seeing
him catch that hammer,
because he's always
awesome.
been, I've always loved that character, even from the first Captain America film, which people sleep on, man. I love that movie.
That's
the
a
first
good
Avenger,
movie.
First Avenger, I love that movie. And that movie's so awesome. And I always loved the way Chris Evans, is that who he is?
Yeah.
I love the way he plays that role, man. He's just so good.
He works.
He's just so good.
Yeah.
Man, I'm gonna miss seeing him. He's so good in that role. Yeah, I really, 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 really enjoyed seeing him in these movies, and it's too bad he won't be in them anymore.
Yeah.
At least they didn't kill him. What do you think about all that? Have you heard about all the time travel mumbo jumbo about how people can't understand the time travel in this movie?
I've just been like scrolling around on YouTube, and there's like a good 5 videos of people just like how the Avengers Endgame time travel timeline works. Like,
they're all different too, man. It's
Yeah.
weird. I don't know. I don't know how it works.
I don't think it's that hard to understand.
Well, it's because you go back and you could shoot yourself, and it doesn't change your future at all. That's
that's
the
kind of
thing.
weird, but like,
It's like it creates a different universe, and I don't know. Yeah.
well, that makes sense then. Yeah.
But then they had to put the universes back by making sure the stones were back. It's like, I don't care. It's a dope movie.
It kind of makes sense. You just gotta think about it for a bit.
I just heard, even in conversations with people I know, complaining about it, like, well, that wouldn't happen. You couldn't do that. I was like, you're complaining.
If you
Yeah,
think about it-
this is a movie with a talking raccoon walking around and people flying
Speaking
with
of-
magic hammers, and you're complaining that the time travel don't work. I think the internet, even though we're on the internet a lot, the internet has kind of made people take this stuff too seriously, man. Just sit back and enjoy the movie. That's what I say. And it's a great movie. And this will be from people who love the movie but hate the time travel. I'm like, dude, just relax, man.
Yeah, it's stupid.
What were you going to say? I'm sorry.
But yeah, like I was saying, if you're a fan of Rocket Raccoon, and like you've read books of him and stuff, I read like one, but I'm a fan of Rocket. I like that dude a lot.
Yeah, I do
But, like
too.
he's sporting like his comic book where like the greenish outform.
Oh, you're right. Yeah, I didn't notice
the
that.
greenish outform with like the red gloves and the little red square thingy.
Yeah, you're right. I didn't
Yeah,
notice that.
and he looks awesome.
Yeah, that's cool. I didn't really. Yeah, he is, isn't he? Yeah, this movie was good, man. And when everybody came back at the end, that was pretty satisfying. I didn't think it would be, because I knew it was going to happen.
Yeah, but like
But
it
just
was
the way
cool.
they handled it, the way it was shot, and the way everybody just kind of shows up, and they're all calm when they show up too. I love that.
And they kind of make it, excuse me. Yeah, they kind of make it like the moment that everything seems hopeless, like, well, we're gonna lose. Then a bunch of portals start opening up, and everybody that's ever been in anything shows up.
Yeah,
it's
that
pretty
was
cool.
Awesome. Did you see? I just lucked out. I saw him. Do you see Howard the Duck show up?
Yeah,
Dude, I was like, "This Howard the Duck," and he was gone. I was like, "Oh, I wanted to see him fight."
yeah. Did they shut up? They should have shown him like jumping around like, bah! That would have been cool.
Awesome. But yeah, man, it was so sweet how they just calmly walked up. And then when, you knew he was coming, but when Spider-Man finally swung into the set, and then some dude in the
Everybody-
theater yelled, "Spider-Man!" and then everybody started clapping. And look at me, tearing up again. I didn't cry when the sad stuff happened in this movie. I was tearing up
Yeah.
when the happy stuff was going on, man, when the triumphant stuff was happening. That was a good movie, man.
Yeah.
I kind of want to see it again. I think we should go see it again this weekend.
Good, yeah.
You know. Yeah, that was a really good
I
movie.
wouldn't mind seeing it again.
Yeah.
It's fun. Because, like, it has... The best thing in movies is when it has a mixture of everything that you could possibly want in a movie.
Right.
This has sadness. People dying. It has happiness. That stuff.
That stuff.
Yeah. It makes you laugh. There are, like,
It's
3
funny.
things I can think of right now
funny.
that are perfection.
Yeah.
But there's more than just 3. Just
Yeah.
yeah. It's funny. And there's a bunch of drama. All of the emotions happen when you're watching this movie.
Yeah.
And I love that in a movie.
Yeah. I will say this, though. If you're not a Marvel fan of these movies, you probably won't like this movie.
Yeah.
Because I think this was like the first time I've ever seen it where they really did this, as far as from a storytelling point of view, they really did bank on the fact that you love these characters.
They really
Because
do,
you're
yeah.
sitting there watching them talk for 2 hours straight.
And I had no problem.
And you
with
had no
that.
problem with it because we love these movies.
Like,
But
it's
if
your
we-
boys.
If you didn't care about these characters, you'd probably be like,
Yeah.
isn't this a superhero movie? Aren't you supposed to fight? You know, that type of thing. I
And,
mean, there
like-
are some fights, but the big battles at the end, that's the big one, you know.
Yeah, it's awesome. I remember my aunt was talking about how the movie got spoiled for her. It also got spoiled for me. But, like, when she was saying that she was seeing it, like, with my uncle, and they were, like, every time the person that's gonna die is getting in, like, a bad fight, they're like, like, waiting for it to happen. And it was pretty
How
funny.
did it get spoiled? She went to see it like the first night when I
don't-
did. She
I
went
don't know.
before I did.
I don't
I
know.
went on Thursday night, dude.
I guess, I don't know. She just said that somebody ended up spoiling
spoiled
it.
it.
And the way it got spoiled for me, I was ignorant, not thinking about it. So I was still going around on social media. I was on Instagram just scrolling, and then I saw, like, this post, and it was pretty funny. It was just, like, a bunch of, like, funny little memes. I'm like, yeah, that's funny, and swiped over. Yeah, that's funny, swiped over again. Black Widow dies by sacrificing herself. It's immediately paragraphs of spoilers.
Why do people gotta do that, man?
I mean, it's funny, but it's not. Like, come on.
See, I mean,
And, like, at least wait until, like, after a majority of people have seen it to post stuff
I mean,
like
the
that.
internet is terrible for that because people just want to be important, so they want to spoil everything. But
Yeah.
see, I kind of, as cool as the internet is for you and all the things you can do, I kind of wish sometimes that you could have it the way I did when I was a kid because stuff didn't get spoiled like that.
Yeah.
Somebody had to go see the movie and then come to your house and tell you what was going, because you didn't have the cell phones to be talking to each other. So if somebody didn't go see the movie and then come to your house and tell you, or maybe call you on the house phone, you didn't know. You went to see the movie. The secret was kept a lot longer, you know.
Yeah, and like, this has nothing to do with anything, but yeah, one of my friends, like, told me one of the jokes that's in the movie, and I'm glad he did, because when I went and saw the movie, before the joke was even finished, everyone was laughing so hard I couldn't hear what they were saying.
Right.
It was at the Iron Man part when he was talking about how mom owns that word.
Oh, what?
When he was saying that, when he was telling his daughter that mom owns that word.
What word was that? I don't remember.
It was the F word.
Really?
Yeah, he said the S word because he was like,
Yeah.
holy crap. And then the daughter was like...
Oh, yeah, because she
he
was sitting
like,
on the stage. Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah.
Your mom owns that word. Yeah, that's, I'm going to miss that dynamic. I know, I think that woman who plays Pepper, I think she just doesn't really like to do it, so she doesn't, from what I've heard, she doesn't really like those movies that much, so she's never really in them that much. When she is in them, she's only in them a little bit.
Yeah.
But I love the dynamic between those two actors. I always
and,
really
like-
found that interesting, and now you're not going to see that no more.
Yeah, the thing is, like,
Between
they-
between her and Robert Downey Jr.
Like, of course, they brought in his daughter for the movie that he dies in. Like, hey, they show you all these fun, happy, like, awesome family moments that are, like, adorable and just amazing family bonding. And then they're like, hey, he's dead.
Yep, he's gone. Yeah, he kind of, honestly, you're probably going to think this is blasphemy, but I might be kind of done with Marvel movies for a while, man. This was good for me. I'm like, okay.
I still want more.
I mean, I'm going to take you to them and we'll come talk about them on the show, of course, because I'm your
Like,
dad.
I'm
That's what I
excited
do.
for Spider-Man. Because, like,
Yeah,
I was
I'm
talking
not.
about during
I'm not.
Spider-Verse, Spider-Man's, like, one of my favorite people. And
Right.
I think I've enjoyed Tom Holland as Spider-Man the most.
He's good.
Boy.
Ooh, somebody's calling me. You know, it's just your brother's school saying that he didn't go to class.
It's not. It is, yeah.
Yep, that's what it is. All right.
Anyway.
But yeah, Tom Holland's really good. I love all the actors, man. But I don't know, maybe I'm just kind of marveled out for a while.
Yeah, I mean,
as much as I love these movies, I'm like, okay, maybe I could use a break,
Yeah.
But we'll still be going to see, what is that, next month? Far From Home. When does that come out? I don't know.
I'm not sure.
But I know you love some Spider-Man, so we'll be up there. I like Spider-Man.
It's like, I've had debates with all my friends and stuff, and usually they end up agreeing with me that it'd be awesome to have Spider-Man powers.
No, why would they debate it? Yes, it'd be awesome to have.
They were like trying to think of someone else that would be better to have powers of, and I'm like, not really.
Well, honestly, different universe, but I'd go with Superman, to be honest with you.
I mean, well, yeah. Well, like, if you...
Maybe with some restrictions, but
well, like,
come
the
on,
thing
man.
is, like, we were thinking about it, like, realistically, like, if you would just have the web shooters and, like, sticky gloves or something. Because, like, but that way, like, if you had Superman, then, and you were flying, you wouldn't be able to breathe.
I wouldn't be able to breathe.
Yeah, because you're flying up super high and stuff.
Superman can breathe in space,
I know, he
dude.
can. I'm not saying.
Oh,
I'm saying, like, if you were thinking about it realistically, like, me and my friends were just saying just, like, have web shooters or something.
It's not realistic.
It'd be cool. But
okay, all right, I get what you're saying. But, yeah, if I had Superman's powers, it would not be realistic at all.
It'd be cool, though.
Yeah, I'd be up to no good, though. But we've talked about that before. Anyway.
We'd be straight robbing fools. But anyway.
I'd rob drug dealers.
Yeah.
I'd rob
not innocent
bad people. I'd send them to jail, too, but I'd take their money. You have to.
Yeah.
You have to. Okay, let's get back to the movie, though, because we don't want to make this too long.
Cool.
We don't make this too long. We haven't made a movie in 2 months. So we come back and make an epic movie. Dude, shut up. Come back and make an epic, 5-hour review video. That's not cool. But I'm gonna ask you a curveball here. Is there anything that you didn't like about the movie Endgame? I think I'll just take it as a no, maybe.
This is hard. I'm trying to think, but
is there anything
I can't really think of anything.
I know we saw it a week ago, so it's like you gotta kind of rack your brain, but
I can't really think of anything I didn't like, and if it was anything, it would just be like a minor sentence that no one's gonna remember. But yeah, I think I enjoyed all of this.
Cool.
I can think, yeah.
There's one thing, and you know how much it pains me to say this because I love Brie Larson. But she still wasn't good in this movie. I'm sorry, she's just not. I love her in everything else. I didn't hate her. She's just okay. Dude. But I love her in everything else she's ever been in. But her as Captain Marvel, just like when she was talking to Peter Parker. Hi, you're Peter Parker. I was like, what the hell is this, man? I didn't even.
It wasn't like that.
It was like that. I'm like, she's just not right for it, man. I'm sorry. She's just not. What, did you like her in this movie better than in the other one? Or was it the same? She's just there.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, I like Brie Larson. She's an awesome person.
I love Brie Larson, and she's a great actor. But in this this Marvel universe, she's not.
I mean, I'm glad that she, is able to do big stuff, but I wish she could do it better.
Yeah.
Because, I feel like she probably could play this role better.
I think anybody could play this role better than what she's doing, man.
Yeah, well.
I'm sorry. I'd rather see anybody else, man. And I love her, but I'd rather see anybody else. I do not like her in this role, man. I'm sorry. I like Scarlett Johansson playing the
She would be
Black
pretty
Widow.
Cool as anyone.
Yeah, I like Scarlett Johansson. That's who I want to see more of in the Marvel universe. And she's done. No one ever talked about her, though, dying. They were always talking about the men dying. Who's going to die? And they'd bring up Thor and Captain America and Iron Man. Nobody was talking about Black Widow going out.
Black Widow was the only, official spoil that I got.
Yeah, but no, I'm talking about before the movie came out.
I know.
Nobody was like, oh, is Black Widow going to die? Nobody was talking about that.
Yeah.
I don't want her to die, man. I like her. Yeah. And she never got a really good movie of her own, which she should have had.
They could still make a movie of her.
Yeah, I guess, but
if Scarlett Johansson
wants to,
do it.
yeah, maybe she wanted out. I don't know.
I don't know.
But
But
I
I
mean,
think that, like, I understand why Hawkeye was trying to, like, switch the role and have him die, but, like, that's stupid.
why?
Because, like, Agent Romanoff, your girl Black Widow, like, she's awesome. She has, like, family, but, I mean, like, she doesn't. She just has a bunch of friends that are really close. But, like,
Well,
Hawkeye actually has children and a wife to go home to.
Yeah, but he had been 5 years running around, killing a bunch of people and getting a
'Cause,
fresh fade.
I mean,
so he was probably a little jaded. And he at that point, he'd probably do anything to make sure his family would come back, even if he couldn't see them. That's the way I looked at it.
Yeah, but I mean...
And he looks at her as his family, too.
Yeah.
He's already lost the 3 people he loves the most. She's probably the 4th person he loves the most. And he didn't want to lose her, too. So he was like, screw this, I'm out. And he, and in between all that killing and all them barbershop appointments, he probably was a different person at this point, not thinking straight. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Anyway...
It'll be.
We probably don't have anything else to say about the movie.
Probably not. We're just talking about some random crap.
We did for the
Money.
record. Yeah, we're bought a new camera. We're gonna make some better movies. But for the record, we did go see Shazam and we made a video, but the audio was so bad we didn't put it up. We did both really like Shazam, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, we gave it the bond. Oh, we didn't give it the rating.
We should do it at the same time.
Yes. What do you think this movie is?
Dookie in the street.
No, hey, don't blaspheme. I know. It's
the bomb diggity.
That's our highest praise, and this was a great movie, man. And it was slow, there was parts of it I was a little like, okay, y'all could pick this up a little bit, but I didn't care, man. It was great.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of a given. Like, before, like, just seeing the trailer, before even, like, the first trailer that ever came out, I was like, this movie's gonna be the bomb diggity, no doubt. Like, I mean, how could it not? If it wasn't, I'd be extremely disappointed.
And I don't know if you realize this or not, but because I've been alive so long, this has never been done in cinematic history. You've never had a world built like this before.
Yeah.
I mean,
crazy.
people could say like Star Wars, yes, but it took them, decades.
Yeah.
And they still haven't really,
And Marvel did it in
Marvel did it in a way
years?
that all these different characters having their own films and all coming together, then going off and coming together. No one's ever done this with this level of success. It's just never happened. It probably won't happen again for until you're my age. Maybe somebody will do it, but people have tried and they fail because it's never been done before. And I'm glad that in my lifetime I was able to see something like this. Yeah, the last 10 years of my life, I've been watching these movies and loving these characters, and I got it. My hat is off, man. I got to give them props. The Marvel, the Marvel creative team.
Clap, clap.
It
was awesome.
They had some missteps, some movies I hated, but most of the movies I really liked. Huh?
What movie did you hate?
Iron Man 2 and 3. Hated them movies. And I didn't like Thor: Dark World.
I don't think I've ever seen Iron Man 1 all the way through. And I've never seen Iron Man 2 or 3 all the way through.
You need to watch Iron Man.
Because like, when we had, like, access to them, I was, like, 5 and got bored before anything started happening. I was like, this is boring.
Iron Man is amazing. But, those were only the 3 movies I didn't like. All the rest of my life. I even liked the Hulk, the Incredible Hulk, that people seem to hate. I love that movie, man.
Why do people hate that movie?
It's funny, man. I like that movie.
That was like one of the first Marvel movies that I've seen.
Yeah.
That movie was awesome.
With Ed Norton, not the other one. The one before that was... But,
did we talk about the whole Hulk Skrull thing on the last one? How that would be cool, but also suck at the same time.
What?
Where it's like that Hulk was the original Bruce Banner, and then like Mark Ruffalo dude is the Skrull.
Is the Skrull.
He's like the fake Hulk.
That would be pretty sweet.
It would be awesome, but everyone would be like so disappointed at the same time.
I'd like it, but because I hated what they did with the Skrulls and Captain Marvel. So bring me some evil Skrulls, please. I want to see some evil Skrulls.
But I mean. That would be pretty cool.
I like that they made the Hulk the Professor now, where he's Professor Hulk.
Yeah, it is.
I like that.
They make him Professor Hulk. And if you don't know who Professor Hulk is, it's basically Hulk, like, your boy Hulk, but with the brains of Bruce Banner.
Yeah.
So he's Bruce, but in Hulk's body.
Yeah.
With all the strength.
To get the best of both. And I liked it. I thought it was done very well.
Yeah. It works. And it's funny to like see
Right.
him, and then they're like eating, and he has like 3 bowls of eggs like this big, and he's like talking like a normal dude, just like spooning them.
Right.
And he's eating a bunch in this movie, and it's hilarious.
Yeah. And I mean, and I know there's a lot going on the internet about, plot holes and whatnot and all these things, and how Ant-Man could just, fly up somebody's behind and explode them.
Yeah, Ant-Man just fit up that Thanos.
This is what I'm talking about. Taking the stuff too seriously, just enjoy it. If you can enjoy it, just stop going to movies for a while, man. Because these fantasy movies, these science fiction movies, they're always going to have something in it that don't make sense. That's why they're science fiction. That's why they're fantasy. There's going to be something that doesn't work.
Yeah, I mean, pretty much every movie that we're going to talk about is probably going to have some sort of plot hole, but it doesn't matter.
And you can point it out. And you can say, I didn't really buy that, but don't lose sleep over it. Don't get upset about it. Don't rant and rave about it for days.
You don't need to.
It's fine.
The people don't even really try to hide it. Like, it's there. Like, that's unrealistic, but no one cares because it's a good movie.
Yeah.
Like, you couldn't have the movie happen if there wasn't that plot hole there.
I'm like, be nice to each other. Go ahead and debate it. Go ahead and talk about it, because that's fun to debate and talk about the plot holes and stuff. But be nice to each other.
Yeah,
don't be mean.
Don't be like hating on everybody. Like, you're wrong. Hulk should have died. Don't be doing all that.
Well, you could say that, but don't be like, well, you're not a true fan if you don't like this movie. No, if you don't like this movie, it's okay. You don't have. Don't be just be nice to each other, man.
I wouldn't care. Like, if one of my friends was like, man, I really didn't like that, I would be like, you suck. And then I'd be like, just kidding. I don't care.
Right.
You can like whatever you want.
Right. I love this movie, but if I didn't, would that be the end of the world? No. I'd still go see more Marvel movies. It's fine.
And, I mean, I'm pretty sure everybody that's going to watch this video loves this movie, if you've watched the movie.
And I say this because in about 6 months, the next Star Wars film is coming out, and please be nice to each other. Just please.
Yeah. Enough
with
the Star Wars fanboy drama. Just
and we'll talk, because we love some Star Wars too, and yeah, we had issues with that flick, but we also liked a lot about that flick too, and it just hurts, and it's that way with the Star Wars and some of the Marvel fandom. I hate seeing everybody fighting with each other. Like, don't fight.
Like, there's issues,
we're all passionate about it because we love it so much. Embrace the fact that we all love it, and that's why we're disagreeing.
Yes.
And so we can all be cool together. That's my kumbaya moment, which probably has no business in this video. So we should probably end this because it's going on for a while.
Yeah.
Maybe I think I missed doing this, actually. I think we've been so busy running around doing things. I'm like, studio lights.
Hope you enjoyed our video. If you did, please please subscribe or whatever. Mm-hmm. We enjoy seeing that stuff happen.
Even though we rambled quite a bit.
Yeah, earlier today I checked up on our Social Blade, and it was like, you guys have 70 subscribers. And I was like, really? We have 70 subscribers? And Dad was like, really? We really have 70 subscribers?
Yeah.
So yeah, cool. Thanks, guys.
Yeah, that's cool. Thanks for watching.
I'm getting really hot.
Thanks for putting up with us. Us veering off in all kind of directions today.
I don't know how long this channel is going to go on for, but it's fun.
As long as you want it to, it's going to go on.
I would like for this, and if for some reason we end up losing the resources, I'll keep it going.
We'll keep it going.
Like, if we
if I stop working at this television place and we don't have access to this, I have enough equipment. We'll still keep doing it.
I'll keep it going.
I have to buy some of these. These mics are boss, man. I like the mics.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You guys like that? Yeah.
Because right now, everything we're using, we don't own any of it.
Yeah. Really.
It's all the television studios, that we work at, or that I work at. So
I've done work. I never got paid for it, but I've helped with things.
You helped with things. All right, well, we're done. Avengers Endgame was a great time at the movies.
Yep, see it.
It makes people cry. Be prepared. Grown men blubbering.
Yeah.
I mean, I didn't blubber, but
I didn't even. I think I was about like a third of the way to half of an eye water.
My eyes watered at the triumphant moments, not the sad ones. But
I'm saying, like, at the sad parts, I was like a third of a way to half of an eye water.
But
but I don't really cry at movies. So.
I really like the movie, and if you see it, I hope you liked it as much as we do.
Yep.
if you haven't seen it yet, if you're one of the 4 people on the planet that hasn't seen the movie.
And if you don't want to see it, see it. I don't care. Watch this movie.
This movie doesn't need our help like Alita did.
Yeah.
We were telling people, please go see Alita. Hey, if Alita's still in your town in the theaters, go see it, please. We want to see a sequel to that. This one, there's no problem at all. This doesn't need our help.
Yeah.
Avengers doesn't need our hype. They're doing just fine without us.
Also, Mortal Kombat 11's out, and that's awesome. Play that if you're old enough.
If you're 18. I'm going to leave that one at that. Knock it off. That game shouldn't be played by anybody. It's gross. All right. That's it. Thank you for watching. We'll see you next time. Peace.